On this episode of the Massive Agent Podcast, I'm going to explain how everything you're doing right now on social media, everything you post, everywhere you post it, is all working together. And I'm going to give you some specific ways that you can improve that and capitalize on it.
The Massive Agent Podcast, with lead generation tips and strategies to get you more leads and sell more homes.
I love to buy houses. I like to sell houses.
It takes brass balls to sell real estate.
Wait a minute.
The leads are weak. You're weak.
I've had better.
Oh, have I got your attention now?
Here's your host, Dustin Brohm.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 65 of the Massive Agent Podcast. This is one of those episodes where I'm going to pull all the different pieces together that we've talked about over the last 65 shows. And I get questions every now and then from you guys, so I wanted to kind of go big picture and explain how all of this stuff works together. And here's what that means for you as a brand and as a person, as a professional. And once you kind of grasp that, once you understand how a YouTube video is connected to a Facebook comment in a group somewhere, I think once that finally clicks, you're going to be a much more effective marketer. So let's get into that. If you guys are new to the show, my name is Dustin Brohm, your host. I am a national speaker, trainer, and coach on all things real estate marketing. I am an active real estate agent in Salt Lake City. I don't know why I paused there. I'm an active agent in Salt Lake City with eXp Realty. I'm the co-founder of the Industry Syndicate, real estate's very first media network, and the founder of the Massive Agent Society. That is our lead generation, Facebook ads training, support, copy and paste, database, referral network, all of that stuff into one. You can check that out at massiveagentsociety.com, and I'll tell you some more at the end of the show today about that. In case you are not already aware, we are a proud member of the Industry Syndicate. All of our podcasts, our flash briefings, our video shows that are part of our network, you can find them all over at industrysyndicate.com or on our Industry Syndicate social media. Please go follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I even think we're on frickin' Twitter. I think Phil Treadwell, the host of the Mortgage Marketing Expert podcast, he's doing the Twitter. He's doing the Twitter. Yeah, he's doing the Twitter. So we're on all the platforms. So go follow us there. But if you're looking for more shows, if you want more podcasts, more video shows, more flash briefings, go check out the website and find some others that are like this one. There you go. All right. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes. I don't know why that's on there. So let's throw that out. Oh yeah. Yeah. Starting off with a bang here, as you can tell. So I want to thank you guys. We announced a week or so ago on our flash briefing, the Massive Agent Minute Flash Briefing, we announced our podcasting course that we're putting together. And I think I even announced it on last week's show, but we do not have a specific launch date yet for that, but we do have a waiting list that you can get on. You can go right now to massiveagentpodcast.com/course waiting list. massiveagentpodcast.com/course waiting list. The reason why you'd want to be on that waiting list is once we have a launch date, once we have our pricing figured out and everything like that, once we are ready to go, the waiting list is going to get the first crack at getting the course at a deeply discounted price. So that's going to go out to only those on the waiting list. It's not going to go out to everybody. So if you want to learn how to podcast and you want to see videos and literally step-by-step instructions on how to start a podcast, how to launch it, how to actually record the audio, how to edit the audio, which program I use to do the audio, how to promote it, how to grow it afterwards. If you want to learn how to do all that stuff, it's all going to be in this course. It's really a master course. I should just start calling it the Podcasting for Real Estate Master Course. In fact, I think I just stumbled across the actual name for it right here on the show live. It's the master course. So you can get on the waiting list and get a deep discount on that once we launch it. massiveagentpodcast.com/course waiting list. And also, before we jump into it, so the book of the week I'm doing at the end of the content today. So we'll get to the book of the week, but real quick, we haven't done a very good job of letting you guys know that we do provide an extra service. Okay. We actually do build custom chatbots. I use chatbots quite a bit. They're a great tool. Anytime somebody visits your Facebook page, it can help guide them and deliver certain information to them and guide them down paths. You can use it as a destination in your Facebook ads. So instead of when somebody clicks on your ad, instead of taking them to a landing page somewhere, it could actually open up Messenger, and then that triggers your chatbot, and your chatbot can take over, can take over. So like if you're a loan officer, you can start like pre-qualifying, pre-approving and pre-qualifying leads. Agents, you can do the same thing. You can ask some questions and deliver information. So chatbots are great. Most people don't do them though because they have to learn how to set them up, right? It's not really that crazy it's not super hard. There's a platform called ManyChat that we use that's fantastic, and the free version is more than sufficient that, you can go build it yourself. Or if you don't want to build it yourself, if you just want to like outsource that part, have a professional do it, we at the Massive Agent Society can actually do that for you. It's $99 one time. There's no ongoing fee. You're basically just paying us to build it. We'll ask you how you want it. And if you don't know how you want it, we'll ask you some very specific questions on what should go here, what should go here, what should go here. And then you tell us how to do it. We will build it custom to you, install it on your page, fully functional, and you're ready to go. Okay. So if you want us to do that, just go to massiveagentpodcast.com/chatbot, or over on the Massive Agent Society website, look in the menu bar up at the top for chatbot, and we can do that for you. And we'll deliver it within 48 hours from when you place the order. All right. So let's talk about how all of your marketing works together. Okay. So I was reading this article in prep for this episode today about the origin of it. Takes, you probably heard this, it takes 7 times that people see your brand before they decide to buy or before they decide to hire. That number 7 has just kind of been out there. And I found out it goes all the way back to the 1930s from the movie industry. Okay. So, and then the marketing industry just kind of like internalized it and has been saying it as gospel ever since. Well, things have changed a little bit since the 1930s for sure, but it's important that you grasp the concept here. So the marketing rule of 7 says that a prospect needs to hear the advertiser's message at least 7 times before they'll take any action to buy a product or service. So it's not an impulse buy. If somebody's going to hire an agent, they're not going to do it based off one Facebook ad. They might. I've actually had some clients that have done that, but most of the time they have to click on the ad, opt in, then you have to follow up with them numerous times, like 7, 9, 13 times. It's the constant repetition, and every time they see an email from you, they see a text, they see your brand online, they see a video, they see your logo, all of those things start to chip away at the wall and make them more and more comfortable with you, with your brand, with your company, with your product or service, whatever it is. So just grasp that. Whatever that number is, doesn't really matter. You just have to make sure you stay in people, Jesus. You have to stay in front of people for as long as it takes, understanding that you can't just like be in front of them once. They can't just see one video and then they decide to hire you. Some will, but that's such a low percentage of people. So this rule of 7's been around for a long time, since the 30s. The movie industry kind of, through their research, they realized that it takes people a certain amount of advertising and promotion that they see before they'll actually go see one of the movies. So then the marketing industry just kind of accepted the number 7. Well, here's the thing. So social media changes everything, right? Because it's now, there's so many different ways that you can touch people with a contact. We're going to call it a touch. All right. Get your mind out of the gutter so mine can pass on through. You know what I'm saying? No, it's called a touch. Every time you touch them with a piece of content or an ad or a video, that's a touch. Let's be adults about that word. Okay. Going to be adults? I'll try, if you will. Not all touches are created equal. So somebody listening to a podcast, like that touch is much more impactful than somebody who sees an image post on Instagram from you, right? Those are, even though each one is a touch, they're not created equal. Somebody could listen to an hour of your podcast episode and decide they want to hire you off that one touch, because that's a very impactful, very personal, and I'm trying to think of the words. It's just a very impactful touch, whereas just one post on Instagram isn't. Okay, even if you're the best copywriter and you write the best damn captions anyone's ever read, it's still going to take more. So understand that some touches are better than others. Now, you also don't want to just hit somebody with touches on the same platform over and over and over and over and over. That's better than nothing, but you tell me what's better. They follow you on Instagram and then they see 1 or 2 posts from you every single day, and they do that for a year. Is that more effective, or is it better for them to see an Instagram post after they've seen a YouTube video from you, they've seen a Facebook ad video, they have read one of your blog articles, they've been on your website, they listened to your flash briefing, they saw your logo on, the high school's football program, or on a banner at the baseball field in the neighborhood or whatever. Like, you guys realize all of that stuff, even the marketing methods that we may think don't work. Well, look, it all works. It all works. It's just what's the best use of time and money. But it all works together. That's why you'll have people still doing billboards today. And guys, if you have digital billboards in your town, like Blip, we have something called Blip here in Salt Lake, where you can be getting 7-second billboard spots for pennies. Okay. And you can just upload a graphic, pick which billboard you want it shown on, say, it makes it so easy. It's like running a Facebook ad on a billboard almost. And then you're just paying per impression. You could do that. That's part of your overall branding. Guys, there's a huge difference between sales and branding helps the sales. All right. So if you decide that you're going to do Facebook ads, and I'm a huge advocate of Facebook ads, and I built the whole Massive Agent Society based on Facebook ads. It's so helpful if you have your brand being seen everywhere else besides that. It's going to help your Facebook ads work that much better because of brand recognition, name recognition. This is why, this is marketing 101 stuff. This is why Coca-Cola and Citi they spend millions and millions of dollars to put their name on a baseball field or a stadium. Okay. It's not that, everyone already knows Coca-Cola, but they do it because when somebody's thirsty and they're at Coca-Cola Arena or whatever, they're like, oh, that sounds good. And then, oh, there's a Coke over there. I'm going to go get one. The branding and the reminders of the brand drive sales. The same thing applies in real estate and mortgage marketing, guys. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is, do not be so one-dimensional. Don't just do Facebook. Don't just do Instagram. Don't just do YouTube. Don't just blog. You have to do a bit of everything. All right. You have to be everywhere. I've talked about this before, but I'm not a huge fan of Grant Cardone. I think he's a freaking douchebag personally, but what he talks about is gold. His 10X book is still one of my favorite marketing and business books out there. Even though I don't like him personally, he's right. Okay. Everyone knows who Grant Cardone is now, because back in the Great Recession, starting in 2009, he started, instead of pulling back and spending less money on marketing, he spent more and more and more and more. His competitors were spending less. He was spending more. So it's like he was getting 2X. He was getting 2X the results and the power. So he started running Google ads and banner ads and, YouTube ads and Facebook ads everywhere, so that you just kept seeing them. Pretty soon, Grant Cardone is a name you know. Same with Ty Lopez. Remember his YouTube video ads and his Facebook ads he used to do with the bookcases in the garage with the Lamborghinis behind him? Most of us remember seeing those ads, and you see it over and over and over. And pretty soon you're like, oh, I remember that guy. That guy, he's everywhere. He must be a big name. That's how it works. And this works extremely well at a local level. It's so much more difficult on a bigger scale than your local area. So guys, you have such an opportunity. I want you to lay out a plan. Okay. Figure out what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. If you hate being in front of the camera, don't do a YouTube strategy, but you could have someone else be on camera for your brand. You could do screen shares. You could be doing B-roll footage the whole time and you just talking. There are ways around that fear or that weakness of yours. But come up with a video strategy. Instagram stories are key because you can put the geo tag on it so it shows up in your local story on Instagram. Then have your logo. And here's a little trick for Instagram, guys. So you can actually paste your logo on top of an Instagram story. You can paste any image. It doesn't have to be a logo, but the logo just makes sense in this context. You could actually, so what you do, if you're on, I don't know how this works on Android, but on iPhone, probably works the same way on Android. On iPhone, you start an Instagram story, okay? Then you go into your photo album. You find the photo that you want. You then click the share button, which opens up all the options. Then you copy it. You click the copy button. Then you go back to Instagram and then with the text thing, like you're about to type the text, you just double click that to where the little paste option comes up. Click paste. And your logo has now been pasted in there. If you have issues with that, experiment with whether you start the Instagram story before you leave to go copy the image or copy the image from your photo album and then start the Instagram story. Mess around either way because sometimes it's buggy, but it works. You can start putting your logo on your Instagram stories. Then put it on Facebook videos and run some Facebook ads locally. And I'm going to give you the biggest, most powerful tool that can just take all of this to the next level here in just a second. All right. And I've talked about it before on the show, but in this context, I think you absolutely have to grasp this because it's so powerful. It's what Amazon and Target and Purple Mattress and all these brands that we know, they do. And this is how they've become mega brands. They use this strategy. So make sure that you are trying to have your content, your logo, your face, your brand, your message all over LinkedIn, Facebook, God, heaven forbid. If you want to do the Twitter, go for it. Blech. You know, I'm not a Twitter guy, but if you are a Twitter person, awesome. That doesn't hurt at all to have your brand on Twitter as well. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, website, all of that stuff, guys. All of that stuff. And then when you have that presence everywhere else, then it makes sense. Even though there's no direct ROI, it makes sense to then go run some Google ads for retargeting. Oop, I spilled the beans on the retargeting. Retargeting is the magic that can really take all this to the next level and make it possible. It's one thing to just post everywhere and be visible everywhere, right? Well, you're assuming that people follow you on all those different places, right? Well, what if they've just been to your website, but they've never actually visited your social media? They're only familiar with what they've seen on your website. Well, if you know how to retarget them, Google Ads does this, but Facebook ads especially, with custom audiences, being able to target a custom audience of people who have performed a certain action or been to a certain page. And I'm going to give you a link here in a sec where you can go get a free walkthrough video on how to set up a custom audience, how it works, how to target the custom audience on an ad. It's over on the Massive Agent Society page. It's on the blog. So all you have to do is go to massiveagentsociety.com/blog and scroll down. It's one of the it's not the most recent article, but scroll down, you'll find it. It's all about how to do custom audiences. What that does is you can then you install your Facebook pixel one time on your website. Okay. And this isn't just for your website. This is for your Facebook page, your Instagram profile, whatever. But you then create a custom audience of people who have visited your website within the last however many days. So let's say you go all the way back 180 days and say anyone who's visited my website, any page on my website in the last 180 days, I want them to go in this custom audience. Then you decide to do a Facebook video ad with a video views objective because it's really cheap. And you do a great video and it's you talking about the community or, giving some sort of value, humor, education, nostalgia, whatever it is, whatever that value is. Run that video ad targeted to that custom audience that you just set up. Then if that ad is running, it's called an evergreen campaign. Okay. If that ad is running, and somebody visits your website 5 days from now, all of a sudden they've gone into that custom audience and now the Facebook ad gets triggered and they start seeing you. That's why when you visit Target and Amazon and a bunch of other different Facebook pages or websites. That's why all of a sudden you start seeing their ads everywhere. So that works for you as an agent or a loan officer at a local level. Retargeting. Again, massiveagentsociety.com/blog. Scroll down. It's an article or two prior to the most recent one. Excuse me. massiveagentsociety.com/blog. Totally free. You do not have to be a society member. There's a video that shows you how to do it. Okay. Start doing this. I don't care what kind of content strategy you have. This is gold. You can do a custom audience of people who have interacted with your Facebook page. Like any interaction. They could have watched a video. They could have commented, liked, whatever. If they've been to your Facebook business page and interacted with any of the content, you can add them to a custom audience. You can do a custom audience of people who have done, visited Facebook page and or your website. So like you can create a one big general custom audience of anyone who's been to any of your properties. And when I say properties, I mean, your accounts, your profiles. And then you can retarget ads to those people. That's how you stay in front of people so that they see you once, then they see you again and again and again and again. Just make sure that you factor into the content that you're showing them in those ads. Factor in, okay, have they seen me before? Yes. Okay. If they've seen me before, then this will be relevant to them. Or here's what I want them to know now. Retargeting makes this absolutely just go crazy. All right. So go learn how to do it if you haven't yet. You do not have to be a Massive Agent Society member to get this video, to get this content, and learn how to do it. And then you can do it yourself. You don't need anyone else to do this. You can do this. All right. Quick word of encouragement. If you feel like most of us do, if you feel like you're just kind of like willy-nilly putting content out there, like, oh, I'm going to do a LinkedIn post here and an Instagram post here and a YouTube video here, and then I'll share the YouTube video on Facebook and then blah, blah, blah. Like if you feel like you're kind of all over the place, that is all working together. Okay. Sure. Maybe it's not as like perfectly planned out and systematic as you might like, but guess what? It's all working together. The LinkedIn post, the YouTube video, your podcast, your Facebook ad, all of that works together. The key is to just get people to know about that stuff. And I haven't even mentioned your email list, like your email marketing too. My God, capture people's email addresses and then set them up on a drip campaign that shares a new YouTube video with them or shares a new podcast episode that you did with them, right? Like you just have to make sure that your whole goal, and there's a million different ways to do this, your goal needs to be having them see you so many times that they become familiar with you, so familiar with you that if they like you, they will reach out or follow you or whatever, or refer you to a friend. Or if they don't like you, you'll make them unfollow or unsubscribe. Okay. Those are both good options. You just want to get to that point where they've seen you so much, they decide we like you, we don't like you. That's just the way it works. Not everyone's going to like you. Totally fine. Stay in front of these people. Stay in front of them over and over and over with good shit. And I promise you, good shit will happen to you and your business will explode, and use retargeting to make it all work better and quicker and more effectively. One last time for that link to get the video on the retargeting and the walkthrough on how to set it up, massiveagentsociety.com/blog. Just go to the society website, click on blog in the toolbar up top, and scroll down, an article or two. And there you go. Totally free, totally open to everybody. All right. I promised to talk about the book of the week, and I'm going to do something a little different. I just realized this is probably going to come off extremely lazy. Like, he didn't plan on this for the week, and so he's just doing what he's doing. But I've been listening to on Audible, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Guys, I don't know why, but this book has just been so powerful to me. It's got me to go back to the gym. I've been going back to the gym now for over a week. I used to just work out at my house doing P90X and stuff, which I was very inconsistent with, and I got out of shape. And so I finally went and got a gym membership, and I've been going now every single day, doing some sort of movement. So it's inspired me to do that. But more than that, it's mindset. The mindset to be the biggest badass and to have the most, like if you're the most mentally tough out of all your competitors, you're going to win, right? You're going to win. If you're the most mentally tough, you have the thickest skin, you're the most mentally tough, and mentally tough means you're going to put in the work too. This book has really helped kind of like crack that for me. And so I wanted to, for the second week in a row, recommend that you read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. This guy is a former Navy SEAL. He is an ultra marathoner. He has run over 200 miles without stopping, like 200 miles straight. That's insane. And a marathon's what, 23 point whatever? And a marathon's impressive. This guy's run over 10 times that, or nearly 10 times that. And he is a freak of nature. He's often considered the toughest human on the planet. And once you hear his background about his dad beating the shit out of him and beating the shit out of his mom and his brother every single day over and over and over for years. And then man, I'm telling you guys, this has been one of the most impactful books I've ever read or listened to. And I listen on Audible. If you guys go right now to massiveagentpodcast.com/free book, as long as you're a brand new Audible customer, you can get this book for free. You can get this audiobook, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, 100% for free. So with that link, because Audible they're a great sponsor of this show, not only do you get the free audiobook, but a 30-day free trial of Audible. And here's what's amazing. If you don't want to continue with the free trial, if all you want is just to get the free audiobook, you can cancel the free trial before it ends, and they let you keep the free audiobook. It's awesome. So it doesn't have to be this book. It could be any other book you want that's on Audible. But for first-time Audible customers, if you've never used Audible before yourself, go to massiveagentpodcast.com/free book and take advantage. Man, yeah, I'm going to the gym after I record this. I really don't want to because it's leg day, and then I'm going to do some cardio. But one of the best things I learned from Can't Hurt Me that David Goggins believes in, he says, if it doesn't suck, I don't do it. Like that's just it'll be a hurricane outside and everyone else is fleeing town. He puts his running shoes on and goes and runs 30 miles. Like he's insane, which is awesome. And so I'm trying to absorb some of that into my own life, personal, business, fitness wise, all of that. So that's just kind of where I'm at in my life. I needed that extra, like that next level. And it was a mindset thing for me, and Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins is perfect. I plan on re-listening to this thing over and over and over again. So I hope you guys, if you haven't read it, I hope you do. If you have read it, read it again. It's incredible. And then actually do the shit. That's the thing. Actually do the shit, which is not easy, but it's worth it. Have you guys subscribed yet to our Massive Agent Minute Flash Briefing? We are actually on Alexa. We're 255 episodes in now. We've done 255 straight episodes. We do it 7 days a week on Alexa. You don't need an Echo device. And of course, I know I do it every week. I leave it turned on. Hold on. All right. She's unplugged. You don't even have to have an Echo device. You could just get the Alexa app, log in with your Amazon account, and listen to flash briefings that way. You could, here's what you have to do. To Alexa, you just say, Alexa, enable the Massive Agent Minute. And then she does. And then to play your flash briefing every single day, just say, Alexa, play my flash briefing. We do a new one every single day, 7 days a week, even Saturday and Sunday. It's an extension of this show because I want to be able to connect with you guys every time I have a random thought or a story that I have to tell about a transaction that I'm going through, or I just heard something impactful from a book I'm reading or whatever, and I want to share it with you. The flash briefing is my way to do that. A lot of announcements, a lot of things you're going to hear about there that you're not going to hear about here. So please, if you haven't, go enable the Massive Agent Minute Flash Briefing. And if you've been listening, I need your help. If you've been listening, I need your help. Please leave a review so that we can be seen by others. Please leave us a review for the flash briefing, for this podcast. On the podcast, do it on iTunes, on your Apple Podcast app, on Alexa. Just go to Amazon.com on your desktop. Type in Massive Agent Minute. You can leave a review there on your laptop. You could do it on your Alexa device too. But leaving us a review really helps the platform know that people like it. Subscribing and leaving reviews is the best thing you could do to give back to us and help us to do more great content for you moving forward. So please, if you haven't yet, please subscribe or enable on Alexa. Please subscribe to the podcast, leave a review. I will love you forever. You have no idea how impactful that is and how helpful that is. And I can't thank you enough. We mentioned the Massive Agent Society up front briefly. If you want, so all this retargeting stuff that we're talking about, how to continue to show your videos, your ads or whatever to people who have visited your website or visited your Instagram profile or whatever. Retargeting is the way to do it. Okay. You can absolutely learn how to do this yourself. If you are serious about leads and you are at the point where you're like, look, I just want someone to tell me what ads to run, we've got your back. That right there is why we built the Massive Agent Society. No more recreating the wheel. Okay. Training you and teaching you to become a Facebook ads master yourself is absolutely a goal. But right off the bat, we want you to get leads coming in. So we have a database of Facebook ads that our members get access to. So you become a member, you log in, you get access to all these ads. All you have to do is click the thing, copy, paste, use this image, use this audience, use this headline, use this text, use this specific call to action button. Every single thing you copy and paste, run it yourself. Boom, the leads come in. That's how it works. Then, because it's not just about getting leads in the door, in the next 3 days, which obviously you can with this, but we want to teach you how to be better at this so you can run your own ads. When you get your own ideas and you want to just do it yourself and learn how to adjust and make adjustments to make the ads work better when they're not performing so well. That's what the Massive Agent Society is all about. Coaching, training, the Facebook ads database. We only allow one agent or one loan officer per market. Not all markets are available. So make sure before you join that yours still is. Once you join, let's say you're in, let's say you're in Columbus, Ohio, okay? And no one else is in there for Columbus. You join for Columbus. You have now claimed that market. If you're a loan officer and you claim the Columbus market, no agent can join, no loan officer can join. You are the exclusive member in that area, which means you're the only one who's going to be able to run the Facebook ads that we give you. Okay. We did that because we don't want 12 or 15 other agents running the same goddamn ads that you're running. That's not cool. That's not cool. And so that's why we limit it to one agent or LO per market. It's better for you. And we have an exclusive referral network because you're the only one in your market. Now, when there's a referral to be given, remember, everyone's generating leads within this group. And when they have, like the other day, we didn't have somebody in Las Vegas. Okay. We didn't have a Vegas member. We do now. But at the time we didn't have a Vegas member, someone posted in the group, hey, I need a Vegas agent. We didn't have one. Okay. But if you were that Vegas agent, you just got yourself a referral and you don't have that typical Facebook group bullshit where you have 47 different agents embarrassing themselves saying, pick me. Oh, DM sent. I DM'd you. I'll message you. Oh, send it to me. I'm the best. It's just you. So amazing program. We've been doing it for just about a year now, actually. So massiveagentsociety.com. Go get yourself signed up. Go claim your market. You can buy yourself a chatbot there that will build. We also offer just month-to-month real estate marketing coaching. So if you don't want the Facebook ad database, if you don't want all that stuff, you just want access to coaching, we have a $99 a month option for you there as well. That does not include access to the Facebook ads training platform, but all of the coaching in our private Facebook group, $99 a month for that. So it's all there. MassiveAgentSociety.com. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sticking in and that was weird. That's a weird thing to say. Thank you so much for listening to the show today. That sounds much better. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in every week. We really, really appreciate you. Our audience has been growing. I love the community that we've been able to build with this podcast. If you guys have been listening every week, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. And stay tuned because we have some other cool shit coming up that you're going to be pretty interested in. If you like this show, whether you're an agent or a loan officer, I promise you, what we have coming up for you next is going to be pretty freaking cool in addition to this show. So, all right, guys, signing off. Have a great weekend. Go sell some homes. Go close some loans. Take care.